Waldo is now live streaming just chatting everybody protesting Pastor Johnson to make it worse. Getting started in about 10 minutes. Toss any stories you want to talk about into the Discord. https discord gg benyay tridx 8
Oh, hi, hello, how you doing? My name is Waldo, and I am here to feel the politics with you. How's it going tonight? It's Wednesday. It's a little chill. Um, I was I streamed yesterday morning, but I had a bit of a headache, and it's still kind of bothering me, but not too bad right now. How's everybody doing tonight? How are you? Hop into chat. Tell me how you're feeling. How you doing? Tell me what's going on, and tell me how you're feeling about the politics. I am feeling fine. It seems to be working at the moment. So, um, the most important thing that we have to talk about, well, right off the bat, most important, let's get it out there. This is the important bit. Everybody knows it. Man down, you know? Like, let's put the webcam up on the screen and hop over to here. That's not the important bit. No, no, no. Here it is. Man down. George Santos drops independent House bid. Oh no. Not you, Santos. Not you, George. I'm heartbroken over this. This is terrible. This is the worst news I could imagine. George Santos drops independent House bid. He's gone too soon. The poor guy. I'm so sad for him. Um, he got removed via he got removed after all the horrible lying he's done and all the crimes that he's accused of. And then they ran a special election where he tried again, lost in the primary, promised to come back as an independent, and has failed. So our first really big Trump copycat. And that's what I would call him. I would call him the Trump copycat, where you just make up a bunch of stuff, you lie all the time, you say a bunch of stuff that isn't true and isn't real, and try to get elected on just anything. And then once you're there, you claim that you're super important and a very important person within the government. You can't be held responsible for the things that you've done because that would be political. And that's what he's done. That's what he did for a little while. And he's gone. It's too bad. So I'm going to be sad to see you go. Santos, you were the best of us. Just kidding. Not really. Um, that is the very important news. He was a guest on my one of my earlier podcasts on one of my earliest streams. George Santos came on board and gave me a very special interview, and I appreciate that. Maybe we'll reach out to him again and have him on again. Maybe. Uh, I still have that contact info. What else is in the news tonight? So, we've got. Oh yeah, this Trump guy. You've heard of him, right? Trump guy. You you've heard his name before, right? Trump valet Walt Nautakun was promised a presidential pardon if he lied to the FBI, says the witness. So this is one of the things that everybody kind of expected and kind of knew already, that the former president's aide was reportedly promised a get out of jail free card if Trump returns to the White House. Unsealed court filings in the federal classified documents investigation show that former President Donald Trump's valet and personal aide, Walter Nautakun, was promised he'd be pardoned for lying to the FBI if Trump won in 24. So he wanted him to lie to help Trump get out of trouble. And if that's a crime, which it is, he would just get pardoned for it and it'd be okay. Including the filings released Monday are redacted interviews notes with an FBI witness, identified only as person 16. The witness, who was interviewed in November, is described as someone who worked in the Trump White House. Nauta Kuhn was also told that even if he gets charged with lying to the FBI, future POTUS, that's the future president of the United States, will pardon him in 24. Um, no, no explanation what would happen if he doesn't win. I suppose you just sit in jail because you committed a crime for Donald Trump, I suppose. In June 23, Nato was charged with lying to the FBI and obstructing the investigation by Jack Smith. Trump himself was also charged with the obstruction, along with mishandling classified information. Both Nato, Coon, and Trump have pled not guilty. This does not surprise me. Nobody's surprised by this. This is exactly what we expected, that Donald Trump is guaranteeing and promising pardons for people who play ball and do him favors. Now, this is exactly
Best
the kind of
viewers on
thing.
stream.com.
Oh, well, that's great. Thanks. Uh, this is exactly what we've been suggesting, that Trump is crooked and that he's dangling these pardons for people who are going to help him get reelected and get him more power. So he's breaking the rules, breaking the laws, changing what's allowed, what's not allowed, doing things that are illegal. And if he wins, then all the illegal things you did for him will just be pardoned because he's in charge of the government. That's corruption. That's crooked. That's entirely shouldn't be allowed. But we just keep allowing him to run. He shouldn't be allowed. Honestly, shouldn't be allowed. He should literally be legally not capable of being on ballots. It's very simple. If you break the rules, if you break the law, if you cheat and subvert the American democracy, you shouldn't be allowed to then again run the democracy. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Not entirely sure why we can't figure something out here. So what we've got is let's see. The guy is still in trouble as usual because he gets in a lot of trouble. Who's this? That is David Pecker. I know. Laugh it up. Ha ha ha. Very silly. Anyway, he went on. He gave us some testimony in the latest in the hush money, but it's really an election fraud case. And here's what he had to say. It's not good for Trump. It's very good news for John McCain, though. David Pecker, convivial. What word? Convivial. Accommodating. And as bright as a button, sat in the witness stand. Why are we describing him that way? That's weird. Bloomberg, that's weird. What I would do is publish positive stories about Mr. Trump, the former tabloid hegemon and fabulist. Fabulist. Bloomberg, what are you doing to me? As if he were sharing some of his favorite dessert recipes, and I would publish negative stories about his opponents. So, I would call that fake news. Find the things that are bad for Trump, pay the people not to talk about them, and make up stuff about your enemies. Literally fake news. Donald Trump does fake news. And if you didn't know that, you're not paying attention. It's blatant, it's obvious that he does fake news. And now we have it on court record. We have court documents, stenographer documented, typed under the little machine. It's on the record, literally, legally on the record that Donald Trump does fake news. He does. He works with Pecker to kill the bad stories about him, hide them from you, the voter. You don't get to hear these things because David Pecker has paid the person not to talk to anybody else and then hidden it. They're hiding reality from you. They're hiding the truth from you. And what are they putting in front of you? Conspiracy theories about Ted Cruz's dad being the JFK killer, JFK assassin, stuff about Marco Rubio, fake stories about Ben Carson when he does well on one of the debates. Things that aren't real, things that aren't true. You remember that meme about Ted Cruz and his dad had something to do with the JFK assassination? Or he had something to do with Castro? It's insane. They came
But your
from
canvas
this
this court
guy.
Trump has said it's corrupted.
But you can't trust this court. Trump has said it's corrupted. Right, exactly. You can't trust the people that are
Because
telling
he
you
said
things.
it was so.
He said it was he said it was corrupted, which means it can't be true. But he does fake news, so we can't believe him. It's almost like he lies a lot. Almost like that. And now we have it on court record that he does engage in fake news. I think that's the most important part of this entire case, honestly. That's the most important thing. I would publish negative stories about his opponents. And I would only publish positive ones about Trump, hide the bad things, publish bad things about his opponents. That's the most important part about this whole thing. He's doing fake news. He's organizing a newspaper. I know it's a tabloid and it's the National Enquirer, but he's organizing a newspaper to do what he wants. Republicans hate that. They tell me about how you can't trust CNN, about how you can't trust MSNBC. You can't trust these people because they're doing what is best for them. We have it in court documents now. It is a literal fact that he has done so. I suspected that he had done so, but it wasn't absolutely factual the way it is hard, solid fact now. Donald Trump routinely and coordinated with the guy in charge of this newspaper, David Pecker, to give you fake news. And yet he will continue to get support. Yet there are people who are going to probably bomb me in chat or yell at me in the comment section of the YouTube about how great and amazing Trump is and how much they hate fake news. It doesn't matter to them. They have no principles. Donald Trump has no principles. He has no ethics. He has zero understanding of what it means to be
Pecker was
truthful
paid
and
to
correct.
dick you around.
He's paid to dick you around, that's right. There is no way that, well, it's definitely fake news. And his fans are going to continue to love him even in the face of the reality that he's been lying and he's been gaming the system. He's been breaking
Penis jokes write themselves.
Penis jokes write themselves. It's very easy. I mean, on the stand, Pecker fucked Donald Trump over just yesterday. So he's very dirty. This David Pecker guy. He's a very dirty Pecker. Yeah, the jokes are easy. But this is fake news. Okay? He creates fake news and then he posts it and he publishes it and he screams about how the media is so mean to him and how they don't actually report the truth. He's the liar. Donald Trump is the liar. Donald Trump is the person who has been doing the fake news the entire time. And half our country, well, maybe not half, maybe 30, 40%, something like 30%, believes it because they want to. Now, why would a Trump supporter continue to believe him past this point? Why would they continue to believe him after we have solid evidence that he creates fake news? I said it in the belief video, but it's because they want to. They like what he has to say. Doesn't matter if it's true. They simply appreciate it. They like it, and they want some more of it. They like what he has to say. They love it. They want him to get his way because that makes them feel better. That makes them feel happier. They don't care about facts. They only care about their own feelings. And I've said it every single time, but though all politics is based on feelings, and those feelings that they have are spiteful. The spite they have for the liberals and the left and the people who are telling them to be civil leads them down this path. The wokies that tell you, hey, you can't use slurs, hey, you can't say this, hey, you can't do that, hey, you have to follow the rules and be a decent member of society, pisses them off. It pisses off Trump's fans. They hate it. They hate not being able to use the slurs. They hate not being able to complain loudly about all the illegals that are coming across the border. They hate the fact that they have to be civil. They don't want civility. They want to be better than other people. They feel like they're better and more important than the other people. And they feel like they need to be on a higher level than all those broke immigrants and all the poor people and all the black people, and they all need to stay in their place. That is the conservative mindset. They need to be better. Wokeism and leftism generally evens out the playing field. It doesn't create a hierarchy, it creates egalitarianism, where everybody's equal along the same line. They hate that. And Donald Trump lets them be spiteful. Donald Trump is spiteful towards those ideas, and he will continue to give them a method, an outlet for their spite. So they don't care what the truth is. All right. So that was Mr. David Packer. I think there are, yeah. I've got a couple more things to talk about tonight. I'm getting warm under these bright lights, so I'm going to open the window. If you're watching, press the like button, press the subscribe button, press the thumbs up, all that fun stuff. I'll be right back. I mean, I could keep talking, obviously. I'm just going to open the window so some air starts flowing through here. And I'll look for a dog, but I don't see one. I don't see any doggies. It's almost summertime, so it's getting a little warm. Okay, let's bring up the next one. Here we go. This is fun. Trump, Giuliani, Meadows, and are unindicted co-conspirators in the Michigan fake electors case. So the Michigan Attorney General is putting together a case against the fake electors that were sent to the Senate. So this is an actual crime. Not sure why we waited so long to do it, but I think that that's a political choice that the Dems and the left-leaning attorney generals made to wait until this uh, campaign season to bring these things up. I don't like that they did that. I definitely see that as a political move. Not happy with it. I wish they had done this a year ago. But according to them, it takes years to uh, gather evidence. Sounds kind of crappy. Sounds kind of crazy. But the Michigan Attorney General is suggesting that these guys put together a conspiracy to send illegitimate, incorrect, fake electors to the Senate to cause chaos and confusion so that Joe Brandon wouldn't win. Let's see what they have to say. Michigan Attorney General last year with forgery and conspiracy. Okay. Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel charged 16 Republicans last year with forgery and conspiracy to commit election forgery for allegedly attempting to replace Michigan electoral votes for Joe Biden with electoral votes for Trump at the certification of the vote in January 6th, 2021. So this is why they needed the riots outside. This is why they needed all the people running around outside so they could get this stuff in without anybody noticing. During Wednesday's hearing, which was part of the preliminary examinations for the so-called fake electors, Howard Schock, a special agent for the Attorney General's office, also testified that former President Trump, Jenna Ellis, and are also unindicted co-conspirators. Schock's revelation was in response to the question from Dwayne Silverthorne, blah, 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 blah. Finally, former President Trump. Yes, he's a unindicted co-conspirator. This might mean that he's being held responsible for it. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe they never indict him for it. I'm not totally sure. But it doesn't get any better because it's also the same thing happening in Arizona. That's a completely different state. Meadows Giuliani among indicted in Arizona in latest 2020 election subversion case. So the grand jury in Arizona has handed up an indictment against former President Donald Trump's allies over their efforts to overturn the 2020 election laws, including the fake electors from the state and several individuals connected to his campaign. Former White House aide, who remains one of Trump's closest advisors, Mark Meadows, Giuliani, are among those who have been indicted, according to the source familiar with the investigation. Let's see. Uh, Arizona Attorney General Chris Mays, a Democrat, announced the indictment Wednesday night, focusing on the 11 individuals who acted as pro-Trump electors in the state. The names of several other indicted defendants remain redacted. Okay, until those people have been served, which means they're actually serving papers to these people. These are indictments. The state grand jury, made up of everyday regular Arizonans, has now handed down felony indictments for all 11 Republican electors as well as several others connected to the scheme. These are serious indictments, but this is the first hurdle the state must pass in our constitutional criminal justice system. We intend to prove these crimes were committed beyond a reasonable doubt. So, knowing that they had lost, instead of accepting the fact that they had lost and moving on, or making phone calls and saying, okay, we lost, guys, sorry, they concocted a scheme in which they would send people with official looking paperwork to the Capitol to say they are the electors and they're voting for Trump, disregarding what the people in that state actually voted for. They don't respect democracy. They don't respect your vote. They don't. They will take it from you if they can. If Donald Trump does not win via votes, he will change those votes. He will change what you voted for. I can't think of a worse possible thing to be indicted for while running for the president of the United States. I can't. Anything else, you could almost say, well, he had to do it or something like that. But you can make excuses for any crime. You could justify just about anything. I don't accept justifications most of the time. But this is the one that I can't get my head around. Donald Trump cheated at the election, and there are people right now struggling to get him reelected. I don't get it. Doesn't make any sense. He's going to get millions and millions of votes. He is. He's already gotten millions of primary votes, and he's going to get millions of official votes, of general votes. Why? He will take your votes away. He will take it away from people. And they call themselves patriots. I don't get it. How are you a patriot if you are fighting against American democracy? You're not a patriot. That's all there is to it. If you are supporting Trump, you are not a patriot. Donald Trump cheated and subverted the American election, and he will take votes away from Americans. If you're supporting him, you're not a patriot. That's all there is to it.
But he says the same hateful things I do. He's just like me.
Right, that's what matters. He agrees with me. Those people shouldn't get a vote anyway. They voted wrong, so they shouldn't get listened to. They shouldn't get a vote because they did it wrong. You see, we're just going to take it away from them. Don't let them have it. They can't have it. It's fine. Let's see. Anything else on these? I think that's it, though, for this one as well. And here we go. In that same vein, here we have a wonderful lady who's going to help him fix the elections a little bit more. So let's take a look at that. All right, let's see. I'm going to turn the volume up a little bit so you can hear her. And go.
Now have the ability at the RNC not just to have poll watchers, people standing in polling locations, but people who can physically handle the ballots. We want people all across this country.
Can we do this? I want to hear. This is really fascinating to me. So
yeah.
You have 100,000 people who are they? I think I saw paid at one point, but whatever, irrelevant. But so they will be stationed inside polling places. I didn't even know you could do that. Tell us about it.
Yeah. So there was a moratorium for about 40 years on the RNC actually training people to work in these polling locations and the tabulation centers where the mail-in ballots come in. And last year, the judge who implemented that passed away, so that was lifted. And that gives us a great ability as we head into what I assume everyone understands is the most important election of our lifetime.
Well, a couple of things here. One, if a judge dies, his laws go away. I don't quite understand that. I don't think that's how the law works. This judge that passed this law has died. That means the law is gone. I'm not entirely sure that's how that works, but interesting. Maybe that would be. And if you want that law passed again, a new judge has to pass it. Maybe that's a political.
So brown shirts telling people that they voted wrong.
Yes. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm going to get to. We'll get to that in a moment. But first, we have to get to the fact that the law stopped working when the judge died. Maybe that's the answer that we've been looking for. Maybe. That's exactly what we've always needed. Maybe, just maybe, if you pass a law, that law ceases to function when you die. And if it was a good law, a new judge will pick it up and pass it again. If not, we can just abandon it. It's wild, and I know it's a crazy idea, but maybe term limits. Everybody complains about term limits all the time, but is that not like a term limit? This law was passed by a judge. That judge has now died of old age. Let's reevaluate that law. Should it get put back in place? Maybe. This is a wild idea I've never come up with before. But to your point, yes, the brown shirts will just be in there helping you count the ballots. You know, the Trump supporters will be inside looking at the ballots, making sure they're valid. What could possibly go wrong? That was his daughter-in-law. She's a relative, and she's in charge of the RNC. And she's going to fill all the places where the votes get counted with Trump fans, Trump acolytes. And if they don't like what they see, what are they going to do? I'm worried that they're going to cheat because Donald Trump cheated in 2016, he cheated in 2020, and he's promising to cheat in the future. He's a well-known cheater. The people who have actually done election fraud are Republicans, and they're telling you that they're going to do it some more. If you follow Donald Trump, you are not a patriot. You are anti-American, in fact. And it's only going to get worse because then those guys are going to get kicked out, and those brown shirts, like you said, are going to get chased out. Somebody's going to say, "Hey, you don't belong in here. You are doing a bad job. What you are doing is harming democracy." And then they'll scream bloody murder and go on the news. They'll jump in front of the first camera they see and be like, "Hey, I got chased out. The dirty libs are kicking me out." And they'll play the victim card again and again and again and again. And then they'll go on OAN and they'll go on Fox News and they'll talk about how they were kicked out and it wasn't fair and he was just there to make sure the election was had integrity, when he was actually doing the opposite. Because that's what they do, the opposite of the things that they say, pretty commonly. All right, let's see what else we got. Oh, let's look at some world news. Pelosi calls for Netanyahu's resignation. At least she got there eventually. She's very much behind. She's way too slow. She should have been doing this 7 months ago when I was, or a year ago when I was. But eventually she got here. Speaking about the aftermath of October 7th, Hamas attack on the Prime Minister's counteroffensive, Pelosi said Netanyahu is ultimately responsible. "We recognize Israel's right to protect itself. We reject the policy and the practice of Netanyahu. Terrible. What could be worse than what he has done in response?" Let's see. What she's saying, Pelosi has. I'm glad we reiterated what she's saying. Pelosi has been said he has been an obstacle to peace for the region in the region for years. He has been an obstacle to peace. He has made it worse for them. He has made it worse for these people. He has made it to where violence is the only choice they have. Every non-violent choice that those people had, he has removed. If there was a way for Palestinians to peacefully do things and make their lives better, Netanyahu would have removed it. And that leaves only one option. Violence. He has removed all the options except that one because he wants them to be gone. He doesn't want them there. He wants them to leave to somewhere else or die so that he can have that land. This is very basic stuff. It's not even that complicated. But it is complicated. The complication is that the anti-Semitism charge. That's the complication. Let's see. What's Nancy got to say? "I don't know whether he's afraid of peace and capable of peace or just doesn't want peace, but he has been an obstacle to the two-state solution." It's true. I'm glad she finally got around to it a couple of years late. But better late than never, I guess, Nancy. What could possibly matter? I mean, arriving late to the right answers. It's not like a bunch of people died while waiting for you to get to the right answer and doing literally nothing about it. But as usual, she's not going to do anything about it. God, no. No. She's not going to do anything about it. She's not going to call for votes. She's not going to talk to people. She's not going to press for things to change. She's just going to give us a good soundbite that we can agree with. And everything will just keep going on like it is. He'll do what he wants, and She'll write a sternly worded letter, maybe, if we're lucky. Right. Let's keep going with the Israel stuff. So, what have we got here? What we have here is a handful of Republicans doing one of those wrestling videos. You know the one I'm talking about, where the wrestler comes in front of the TV and says, "Hey, I'm gonna beat you down, and we're gonna settle it in the squared circle on Tuesday. And I'm gonna break your bones, and you're not gonna be able to do anything about it. And I'm gonna run you up one side of the street and down the other, and I'm gonna show you the meaning of pain." Those videos from the WWE or the WWF back then in the 80s. Those are the ones I'm familiar with. So we're going to get a few of those from Republican House members. It's pretty great. Let's see what they've got to say.
So I have a message, President Shafiq, and a message for you all too. The inmates are running the asylum.
That's right.
Take back control of this once great institution. You took action last week. It's time to act again.
I got a message for you, President Rashik. Take back control. That is Virginia Fox, one of the worst humans ever to exist, complaining about the protests that are happening at a college. That's where protests are supposed to happen, Virginia. If they were happening in the street, you'd throw a fit. You'd scream bloody murder and try and have them arrested even faster than you are having them arrested now. When protests happen on a college, that's what colleges are for, Virginia Fox. That's what they're for. That's where protests start. It's the best place to have a protest, honestly. They got space, they got the people, and they have time. I know college is very busy and exciting, and you have a lot of things to do, but the people who are caring are in college, honestly. There's a reason that protests often happen at colleges. That's where protests belong. And she's calling for the police to crack down on these things.
So they are unknowingly and unironically acting like the heel.
Yeah. These are their heel videos for the WWF. So she knows that she's a heel. Watch her face in the next couple of these. So this is another one. He's gonna.
From their oppressor, Hamas, and every single one of you students that support Hamas are an absolute abomination.
Nobody's supporting Hamas, Michael Aller. Nobody is supporting Hamas. None of them. Nobody is supporting Hamas, Michael Aller. And you know that. I think you know that, Michael Aller. I think you know that. You just don't care. This makes for a good narrative. Makes for a good wrestling video.
It is shameful that you would support a terrorist organization that butchered and beheaded and burned innocent women, children, and babies.
Nobody's doing that, Michael Aller.
I went to Israel a month after the attack on October 7th, and I watched a 21-minute unedited video, raw footage of the attack. I watched exactly what Hamas did, and sadly here in America, we have students endorsing the butchering and brutality of a terrorist organization.
Nobody's doing that. They never have. Oh, cool. We got another one. But again, hey, I'm coming into the ring. Here comes Michael Aller, ready to wrestle. He's going to give you all the thrills, chills, and spills. They don't need reality. They don't. They can just invent things. They can just invent straw men to yell at and scream at, and all of the Hamas supporting terrorist lovers that are in that crowd. There aren't any, but they'll just make some up. It's very fun. It is very exciting. It's just wrestling. It's just wrestling. All right, let's see this next guy. No, we did that one. Let's do this one.
Esposito.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. If you are a protester on this campus and you are proud that you've been endorsed by Hamas, you are part of the problem. When you cheer on the fact that you enjoy...
Look at that grin. She's so happy. She's so excited to be the heel. She's so happy to be the bad guy. She loves it. She's like, oh, yes, this is so good. This is such good TV. This is such good drama. Kayfabe at its max. We love it. It's so good to just create a fake villain. It's so good. She's so happy. She's so pleasant. She's never been happier in her life.
Hamas and Hezbollah, you are yourself part of the problem. Mr. Speaker, I am proud to join with you here today in calling for the immediate resignation of the President of Colombia. She has failed her duty. She is not keeping students safe. And we see on this campus the hate-filled speech that is carrying through this country.
She's so happy. Just the happiest she could ever be. Honestly, just being a bad guy. Like, let that lady cook. Let her be a bad guy. Like, she should be... if we got her in front of a camera somehow and just let her create straw men all day long, she'd give up her political career. She would. If we could create some sort of fake narrative, let's have her yell at an AI. Now, follow me here. Let's set up a podcast or a live stream where she just talks to an automated AI left-wing person, and they just argue with her, and they lose. This AI would lose all the time. I think she'd give up her career. She would. She would abandon it because she would have such a good time. She would just yell at this thing all the time. She would just yell at this straw man all day long. Maybe there's the solution to our issues, our political issues, is that the worst people just need a straw man, a fake dummy to stab at all day long. She can just go to her little live stream. She can just stab at this not real person with her fake arguments all day long. Maybe she would have a good time. I don't know. Maybe she would give up. I don't know. I'm not sure. But the thing that I was thinking is that you saw Pastor Johnson there. Pastor Johnson is lying about what the protesters are doing, saying, and thinking. He has invented a fictional universe to which he can point and complain. The protesters, in reality, are not violent or anti-Semitic. They're not. They don't support Hamas. They just want innocent people to stop being killed by Israel, who's funded and armed by the United States. But reality doesn't matter to Pastor Johnson and his friends there because he has an agenda to push. And that's what matters, is pushing that agenda. He doesn't care if the things he says are not true. He doesn't care if they're not real. He just needs to make the accusation so that he can make a nice soundbite and get those cool videos out and get some cool wrestling videos. And he can do some heel work, and he loves it, and it's great, and he knows what the game is, and he recognizes that he just needs to make enough of a stink. Just complain about those horrible nightmare teenagers that are supporting Hamas. Doesn't matter that they're not real. Doesn't matter that there's no such thing. It doesn't matter that that's not what they're doing. He needs the old people to be scared, and he needs to hype them up with his wrestling video. So the wrestling videos there are getting everybody hyped up. And honestly, what's the end state here? Let me bring up the next couple of stories, and we can see that they're all anti-First Amendment. Pastor Johnson does not respect the First Amendment. He doesn't. House Speaker Pastor Mike Johnson does not give a rat's ass about your First Amendment unless you agree with him. If you agree with Mike Johnson, then he will protect your First Amendment. If you disagree with him, he will call you a terrorist, he will call you a terrorist lover, he will call you a sympathizer with the enemy, and he will arrest you if you protest. It's anti-First Amendment, but he doesn't care. The First Amendment is for people that agree with him. That's how it operates. That's how they always operate. That's how Republicans function. The rights are for the people that agree with us. That is all. Everyone else doesn't get the rights, or they're challenged by the cops, or they get arrested, which is what you're going to see right here. University of Texas, Austin, students hold pro-Palestinian protests on campus. At least 30 protesters arrested. So let's see if we got some video here. Let's look at these videos. Yeah. Protesters aren't dangerous, y'all. Cops are dangerous. They're the ones with the armor and the weapons and the sticks and the guns and the pepper spray and the fart spray and the whooping sticks and the nets and the tear gas. The protesters don't have any of that stuff. They're not the dangerous ones. 20 people arrested at a peaceful pro-Palestinian protest Wednesday at the University of Texas, hosted by Palestinian Solidarity Committee. Students walked out at 11:40 Wednesday and began protesting. State and university police descended on horseback, bikes, motorcycles, cars, and on foot. Now, horses can kill people. I don't know. Around 5:20, the university issued a dispersal order asking everyone to leave the campus, South Mall, immediately. UT Austin does not tolerate disruptions of campus activities or operations. You run a college campus. That's where protests begin. That's where you should have them. Then we arrested a hippie, the whitest man to ever exist, the most cop anyone has ever been in their entire life. Arrested the most hippie human being in existence. Let's see. By 2 p.m., police began dispersing protesters at the Speedwell Mall area. The students moved towards the UT Tower, South Lawn, began setting up tents for an encampment, which the PSC has said is its intention. So they told you what they were going to do and where they were going to do it. Look at that photo. Like, how can you say that these are the good guys? They're pushing around a bunch of little girls, and maybe this is a staged photo, but we've done this before in our country. We've done this before, and it never works out for these guys. It shouldn't work out for them anyway. It usually doesn't. I mean, sometimes they get little wins, but eventually we all come around to agree with these little girls. Let's see. Simply put, the University of Texas at Austin will not allow this campus to be taken and protesters to derail our mission in ways that group affiliated with your national organization have accomplished elsewhere. I don't know what you're saying. It's gibberish. Okay. We got some photos here. Protesters. Can we see some photos? Yeah, it's cool. Hippie guy. Poor girl. Wrestling fools. I mean, the protesters aren't the dangerous ones. This guy's got a weapon and armor and a face shield and bondage gear and pepper spray and at least he's got a camera. That's nice. He might be held responsible in the future as long as he doesn't cover it up or anything like that. Hippie guy again. The ladies. Very angry guy about people expressing their First Amendment rights. He's very unhappy with that. Girl screaming, yeah. Chanting lines. And these are the dangerous people. Right now, these are the people that are against your First Amendment rights. If, and I know I don't have a whole lot of Republican fans, but or conservative people who appreciate me, they generally yell at me and tell me what a terrible monster I am. But if anybody is going to take away your Second Amendment rights, it's got to be these guys. It is. I've said it 100 times. If anything comes for the Second Amendment, it won't be Obama and his jackbooted thugs. It'll be the local police. So appreciate it if you're a conservative right now, I suppose, that the people you don't like are losing their rights, and they're the ones being oppressed, and the left-wing young college hippies are being stomped on by the police. But it'll be you someday, and you're not going to like it. And then there won't be anybody to rally with you, and there won't be anybody to protect you, and there won't be anybody to take your side, because all the left-wing hippies have been removed from society. That's a dark way to put it. Let's not put it that way. But so that one's there. Wait, where did you go? What is this? Oh, this is the Trump trial again. I forgot about this part. And this is the thing again. Okay, this is the version case. Okay, so hey, Editor Waldo, put this in with the other bits of the Trump trial. This is Jesse Waters, fantastic, gigantic, huge piece of shit, who is outing details on gigantic live cable news TV about the jurors for Donald Trump's trial. This is going to get them killed. Jesse, listen. Jesse Waters, listen. I know you're listening. I know you're a fan. I've seen you in chat. You're going to get jurors killed. And then you're going to politicize that as a reason not to continue the Trump trials. That's what you're going to do. You want Jesse Waters. I'm calling it out right here and now. Jesse Waters wants something terrible to happen to this civilian. He does. He wants it. He would love it. He will salivate. He's salivating over that right now because he wants bad things for this juror. He wants them to be harassed. He wants them to be stalked. He wants them to be found on social media. He wants crazies to track them down. He does. One, it makes a good story. He'll get to talk about it. Two, the media will have to talk about its favorite thing, which is the media. The media loves talking about nothing more than the media itself. When a reporter goes missing, that gets all the information. When the media gets questioned on how they do the things, they love talking about it. And it will give him ammo, fodder, for getting rid of and not trying Donald Trump, because it's far too dangerous and it's far too political and it's such a hot button issue that nobody can do it right, is what he'll say. So let's listen to what he does here.
Number 2, a nurse from the Upper East Side with a master's degree. She's not married, has no kids, and lives with her fiance, who works
that
in
shit
finance.
Floors me that they are literally
She
breaking
gets
the
her
law
news
by
from
revealing their
number
identities.
2.
Right.
A nurse from the Upper East Side with a master's degree.
He's suggesting, also, he's being entirely political here, that because of her education and the place she's from, she can't possibly be fair towards Donald Trump. She can't, according to him, because she's an educated, liberal woman who isn't married. Ugh. According to him, those are all political choices that put you outside of conservatism. And because she's outside of conservatism, she cannot be trusted to fairly, equally, impartially judge God, King, Emperor Donald Trump.
She's not married, has no kids, and lives with her fiance, who works in finance. She gets her news from the New York Times, Google, and CNN.
Oh no! If she gets her news from there, she'll have all the wrong ideas in her head. She won't be able to explain how it's okay for Donald Trump to break the law.
She said 2 things that really stuck out. One, quote, I don't really have an opinion of Trump. And, quote, no one is above the law. I'm not so sure about juror number 2.
She must be a raging nightmare. She has no opinion on Trump and no one is above the law. She's a damn leftist. She's a fucking communist, bro. She's a communist. She's a nightmare Marxist-Leninist communist because she watches CNN and said no one is above the law. She clearly can't be on that jury. Because according to Jesse Waters and the implication, it's all about the implication, you see, she's a raging nightmare communist and can't be held, and can't hold an impartial judgment. She can't do impartiality because she's been poisoned with education, freedom, and the facts. You see, Jesse Waters is going to tell you that she's been poisoned. Her mind has been poisoned by CNN with facts and logic. And she went and got a higher education. So she went to those leftist educational places like a college. So you can't listen to her. You can't let her judge. You can't let her be on a jury for Donald Trump, conservative superpower, only conservative people can judge him. Only conservative people can be on that jury. Quit making it political, Jesse Waters would say. Jesse Waters would say that her life choices are political stances that prevent her from being impartial. But if you were a conservative person who only watched Jesse Waters and only watched Fox News, he would say that's not political. That's not a political person. That is a common sense person who needs to be on this jury. They don't know what the word political means. Again and again, I keep coming back to this. Jesse Waters thinks everyone that agrees with him is not political. Doesn't matter what it is, what the stance is, or how much you vote for Donald Trump and how much you agree with every single thing he says and how much you bend the truth to get him to being correct. That's not political, you see, because you agree with Jesse Waters. Everyone who disagrees with him is the political ones. If you think he's wrong, you're being political. If you disagree with his stance, you're being political. If you think that he is old-fashioned and trying to drive the country backwards, you're being political now. And that upsets me because everything is political. Okay, good job, Editor Waldo. You have put that in the right place, along with the other Trump stuff that we talked about. Good job, Editor Waldo. Congratulations, you did it. I hope you're having a good time. Arizona House advances a repeal of the state's near total abortion ban to the Senate. So they haven't completely fixed this fuck up yet. Remember the 1864 horseshit that they did? The Republican judge who was appointed by Republican members, voted for by Republican people, did a Republican thing. And because the Republicans got rid of Roe versus Wade, he dragged the Arizona law backward to 1864. Very Republican thing to do. The Republicans are upset by this. Obviously, you can't do the things that they want to do. You can't do the things that they have called for doing. So they were upset by this. They made some mean tweets about how this judge is crazy for doing the Republican thing that Republicans wanted done, and that they actually called for in the past. Kari Lake called for this to happen in the past. Then it happened. She's upset about it because she's an idiot. She has no principles. She has no ethics. She has no guide rails. She will just make up whatever is popular to get the good tweet off tomorrow. Anyway, the legislature is actually passing laws to update them past 1864. So we're moving past that, hopefully, but it still has to go through the state Senate, which it might not. It could still fail. So I will keep my eye on that. Make no mistake, Arizonans are living in 1864 now because Donald Trump dismantled Roe versus Wade. Yeah, that's true. So Arizona is going to make a different law. And what it is, we're not entirely sure yet. It's still going to be up in the air. They might add some amendments or addendums and scratch out some of the lines and stuff like that, and then it'll have to get past the Senate. And then they will have, finally, some sort of law for the next few weeks till some other judge shits on it. Chaos. The chaos continues because they want the chaos. They like the chaos. They want more of it. This is their vehicle for getting more conservatism. They cause chaos and they sneak it in. They sneak the conservatism in. They drill holes in functioning law. Then when it crumbles, they blame the other side. You're the one that drilled the holes, Republicans. You, Kari Lake, drilled holes in the structure. The structure has collapsed. And you're blaming everyone but you. It's because she doesn't care. That chaos is the goal. That's what they want. They want the craziness. They want the turmoil. They want the stuff in the news so that they can get, maybe, slightly they can get an edge. And they think that this chaos causes them to get a bit of an edge. That's what they're going for. It's what they're looking for. And maybe it'll come out more right-wing than it was before. I mean, honestly, if there's even a few, restrictions that weren't there before, that means that the state has moved to the right. It has. It moved it was center, because Roe v. Wade is center, trust me. Then it got shifted so far to the right that it was 1864, and now they're going to come back to the right of center. That was always the plan. This has always been the plan. Take what exists, break it, and then rebuild it right of center. That is their plan. That is the intention. That is what they will continue to do with all of their actual policies on the rare occasion that a Republican actually puts forward policy. They don't like to. They just like to complain and stare into the camera and be live streamers. That's what they want. But on the rare occasion when a judge forces them to start doing policy stuff, they break it and they try and get it rebuilt to the right of center. And I think that was the last bit of news I had tonight. So what I'm going to do is start up a video game and play some game. Ooh, there's a new patch for that other game. What was the game? Death Must Die. Yeah. Let's do Death Must Die. There was a new patch for that one. So if you're watching, if you're paying attention, if you're having a good time, hop into chat to say hello, press the follow button, you'll turn a frog gay, press the thumbs up button, go to the YouTube if you like.
YouTube. https www.youtubecom at waldovideos.
You almost bought Death
I
Must Die
almost
today.
bought Death Must Die earlier today.
I have a good time with it, but there was only one level, and so a second level just came out, so I'm excited to get to it. Yeah, press the thumbs up, press the thing, go to the YouTube channel, watch some of the videos.
I got the Last Spell's new DLC instead.
Oh, the last. Oh, yeah. I had seen that when I saw your suggestion that I should play that on stream, so that may be one that I'm going to put that on my list because it is turn-based, and I think that's the one right where you set up the defenses and then everybody attacks.
It's got potential to be a good game.
Yeah, I think you set up. You have to protect the town, right? Am I remembering that correctly?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. See, because I think I played like the first 5 minutes of it or something on Epic when it came. Did it come out for free on Epic? I don't remember. Or I played it on one of the Game Passes or something along those lines. I might have done it then, but I saw just the beginnings of it. Or maybe I watched you play it. I don't remember. You might have been streaming it one night. That wouldn't surprise me. All right. So what am I doing? I'm going to go here. I'm going to turn off window capture. I'm going to turn on game capture. And then I'm going to go to, not Grim Dawn, Death Must Die. That should, pow, here, fingers. There we go. And then that appears on the screen there. Good. We go here. And all my chats are still up. Good. Okay. I'm going to play. Well, hello. You weren't here before. Who
You
dat?
very likely saw it through me. I've been lauding it for like a year.
Yeah. The purple elf boy wasn't here last time I played. What are you doing here? Glad to see me, sis. Oh God, they're stepsisters. They're step siblings. All right, let's do the archer guy. Let's take the archer guy into the thing. What is that? What is this? Look up. Oh yeah. This is the heat you can turn up. Let's leave the heat off for now until we know how homeboy here works. He probably doesn't have any equipment on either. Let's see if I have anything. Well, he's a ranger. His name is Lorian. He is a night elf, it looks like. So let's see if there's anything in the stash that I could use. Did I sell it all? Huh. Guess I cleaned out the stash last time. See if I got any money. How much money have I got? 16,000. Pick him up some red armor. He can wear that, right? Buy that. Red belts, sure. Not too picky. It's better than nothing. Red thing there. Red thing there. And a necklace. And some gloves. Screw it. There we go. Gloves. I don't see any weapons for him. Okay. Let's just jump in there. Here we go. Hey, he shoots. I question his form. Look at his knee. That's weird. I question your form, sir. Oh, he's got a combo. Look at him. That third shot shoots 3. Probably a bunch of new spells.
Balance the scales.
Whoa, hell. Okay. This is new. Over here on the left side, showing me attack, dash, strike, cast, power, summon, passive. Okay. I don't like any of these. Oh, it tells me what it is. This is an attack. This is a dash. It lights up the dash over on the left. This is a power. I don't like any of these. I was hoping for something better. C, again, awesome. Okay. Merciful attack. Your attacks become stronger and apply weakened. Protection does armor and use shield. Let's take that shield. Because I don't like her for attacks. She's defensive. So we want a different person for attacks. We want a different god for attacks. Movement speed, hooray! Let's go grab some more of these little orange things from around the map. Shoot some skeletons. Oh well, hooray.
Piercing one-shot damage is very nice.
Lady
Yeah.
Justice is harsh, but also merciful.
Alright, what do you got? A chilling attack. Not blue, I want blue. Give me blue. Nope. Alright, we'll take chilling attack.
Da bud da bu die.
I'm blue.
Conquest and glory.
Conquest and glory. Shurikens are fine. Blood sword is a summon. More packed. We'll take the... Their attacks shoot out rupturing shurikens. Should be kind of nice. But I've never seen this blood sword. Let's do that. Come on, sword bro. Look, sword bros. Little red sword bros. Flying around, bopping people. Okay. That's a new spell. Or at least that's new to me, I think. All my attacks now are 3 and 4. Alright. My amounts went up. That's nice. I got a book. Get him, sword bros. Bloodlust, you gain attack speed for each ruptured enemy. That's kind of nice. Or blades. The blades are pretty good too. They bounce around, bopping everybody. Forged in ice, gain 20 armor. Forged in fire, gain attack damage. We're gonna
3
take...
and 5 you have like an overall 2.
Yeah. We took attack power, forged in fire. Charge shurikens, we'll take the shurikens, and it makes shurikens shoot out of them after I hit them. Which I don't think helps a lot until we get a lot more enemies, maybe. It's somewhat helpful, I suppose. When things get really crowded, I think it'll help, especially with the slimes.
Shuriken what Catan can't.
Shuriken what Katana can't. What Catan can't. I think Canooch has difficulty with apostrophes. The lovely lady Canooch, reading all of your thoughts out loud, has difficulty with apostrophes. So if you throw them in weird places, she gets confused. Starts spitting nonsense. Chains are also pretty good. I miss an orange thingy down here? I did. It's just a grave. Oh, slime time. Wait a minute, slimes. I know you're coming. There you are. We got Path of Frost, move faster, and leave a trail of frost. I do need to move faster. Let's do that. And it's blue.
Vampire survivors, but instead, dinosaur survivors.
Excellent idea. You should work on that.
I don't want to. I don't like survivors like.
Oh, okay. I see.
Space created.
What if the dinosaurs were big? Okay. So, vampire survivors, but with gigantic dinosaurs.
Yeah, they're like big.
They take up the whole screen. All you can see is their foot.
They take up like half the screen. They are bigger than you.
Uh-huh.
Like they are like 4 times the size of you.
Okay. Traverse 50,000 distances as Lorian. Okay. That's a achievement, I suppose.
Ice Trail was a great call.
Ice Trail was a good call. You're right. Yeah. Oh, bone guy. Serpent thingy.
It would be called dinosaur victims because they didn't survive this time.
Oh, okay. Good call. Your cast have a larger area. That sounds good to me. Some gold. Gold. XP. Let's grab some XPs. Oh, we have the buff. All right. So yeah, as usual on a Wednesday night, I play some video games. We have the lovely Lady Canooch to read your feelings to me. If you have any political takes or political hot takes, hit me with them.
Help you? Well, we're not exactly helping you. It's your own fate. You're the one sowing it. We're just lending an eye, if you will.
Oh, purples, very nice. Curiosity, gain more control over your god offer. So I get a bunch of rerolls. All right. Your attacks shoot more projectiles, +3, but the area goes down. That might be okay. Fortune pickup drops more often. No, we're gonna do the projectile count. So we're getting a +3. That's a lot of arrows, right? Look at all them arrows. That's a lot of arrows.
Do like more projectiles.
Yeah. I took that hit. Waited too long to dodge. Path of Frost level up, chilling attack. We'll take the Path of Frost level up. Get a little bit better. Because it's doing some work. Oh no, the necromancer. He's marked on the map now. So nice. Didn't used to be. That's a new addition. Sometimes I have trouble with this guy. But he seems to... maybe he got nerfed, I'm not sure. Or maybe my Bloodsword boys are working their asses off. Because they do seem to be bopping him right in his face the whole time.
You're developing quite the clitting build.
Oh, a kiting build. Yeah, for sure.
Kiting.
Not clitting?
ROFL.
That's okay. Chilling attack goes up. Yes. Turns from white to blue. Always a good call. Killed the Bone Daddy over there. Yeah, I've got the ice arrows, the ice path, and then if you get too close, you get the chains. I like the sword boys too. Those little goobers running around, bopping everything. I think I could do really well on a couple of my mage builds. Usually, the sorceress is my best character. Maybe this guy will be my best one in the future. I don't know. We got to find shield goes up. Cast have a larger area, which is nice. Armor is increased. Let's do the... oh, there we go. Does that tell me? Ah, okay. We can have 3 casts and 3 strikes? Huh. I can only have 1 attack and 1 dash. 2 powers, 1 summon. Huh. Interesting. I'd never noticed that before. Oh, and it gives me all my list of stuff. You can't see it because chat's in the way, but that's all my bonuses so far.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's a nice upgrade from the last time I played. Chest down here, some blue equipment. What do we got? I don't think I like knockback. Dash enemies, knocks back enemies back. Let's take Bloodlust, yeah. Attack speed for each ruptured enemy, which the chains and the swords and the spinning disc are doing, so I might attack speed up. Whoa, that guy got me. Oh, I remember the Gremlin house. Okay. With the Gremlin, I can have heal 25 life, I don't need. Gain 50% attack speed and 50 movement speed for 60 seconds? That's terrible. Tiny Biscuits, gain a 15% dash recharge speed. That's good. Our Huge Wheel of Cheese heals 15 life and gain 15 max life. We're going to take the dash recharge. More dashes.
Perma buff.
Yeah, perma buff. Yeah, why would I take the 60-second buff? That's just silly. It would already be over. And If you killed all the things on the screen, they just get replaced with more things. So. What is that? Stone of Power. 100% damage. Oh, it was a temporary buff. Okay. Just for a few seconds. Die, Skellingtons. You don't belong in this world.
Attack speed on Rupture was a good call.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. It's doing me pretty good. Charge. I don't have a dash skill yet. So we'll take it. Fireball. Some item down here. There we go. Cast a larger area. Divine Shield level up. Retribution whenever enemy hits you. Deal back a percentage of its own damage. Nah. Let's do the Divine Shield. Cut that cast time down. More shields. Blue slime time.
Rather naive presentation.
If Divine Shield is a cast, I assume larger area on casts doesn't apply.
No, I don't think it does. I think you're right. Chilling attacks. Turns from blue to purple. That's probably the best thing I got. Damage goes from 27 to 39. Okay, yep, let's do that. Yeah, the shield just appears around me, so I don't think the size matters. Eclipse is cast to have a larger area, so that would make my ice and my blades bigger. Or I can increase that shield again from 22 seconds to 19 seconds. Or purification. When enemy loses status, there's a chance it becomes fighting. Blah. I'm not pushing. Well, I mean, I'm putting ice status on them, but they're not going to lose it. They're going to die too soon. 22 to 44. Let's do that.
Shield level is nice.
Yeah. And I probably should have, but I've already taken 1 or 2 for it. Alright. Oh, it already automatically puts them on, so that's nice. Okay.
AoE is also fine.
So, there we go. Blood swords. Get my blood sword buddies up. I love that. They seem to be working their asses off. I don't like these ghost ladies. They creep up on me. The sword boys are taking her out. Look at that. And they're walking right through the ice. That's nice of them. It's quite polite of you. Walk right into my traps. Thank you. Gemini, your attacks shoot more projectiles. That's nice. Guidance, your attacks have a chance to deal critical damage, or you're luckier. Let's take that Gemini.
More projectiles.
More projectiles. More arrows. More. The effects of your dash have a larger area. Shurikens to level 2 or blood swords. Let's do the blood swords. I've been watching them, and they are working. Uh-oh. Boss time. Here we go. Well, they're dying. That's nice. I've been in fights with them where they don't. Stupid pillar. Mistimed all of that. Alright, yeah, that was just a terrible screw up. I don't know what that was. It was a big purple nebulous thing. Oh, that guy has so few hit points. Maybe because he doesn't have any armor on. Entirely possible. Shurikens. No. Let's see. Who did the most DPS? 900.
So good, so close.
Shurikens were doing really good. DPS chilling attack 542. Way lower than Shurikens, huh? Blades 162 DPS. Really? They seemed to be really on top of shit. Bruised ego. Lose an attempt as Lorian. Oh no. Oh, I can check his stuff up here too. He's here. Oh, we've got a couple of adjustments to make to him, which is fine. Act 1. Okay. 1,000 bones. Defeat 6,000 cells. So if I do these things in Act 1, win an attempt without taking any damage.
This game looks so good.
Yeah, it is pretty good. It's still very new though. So like Act 2 only came out. This is the only level. So you've seen the only level that was available. I don't know how to get to the second level. I heard that there is one. Kind of saw it on the page. But do I have to do all of these things to get to Act 2? Because I can't do win an attempt without taking any damage. I can't do that. And win an attempt at 10 difficulty. I might be able to do that. Got a lot of these. What if I can open up Act 2 now? We can go here and we can change Lorian a little bit. Right? Where do I change their aspects? Is that somewhere else now? Used to be at the consular. Just. Well, hello. What are you? You're a skill tree. Where did that come from? There's Maris' skill tree. Here is all our peoples have skill trees. Okay. He has the ability to get into this? Has he gone up a level or something? I don't know how that works. I don't know how any of this works. He gets tutelage. Oh, you know what? I bet they got rid of those little aspects down here. Used to be, in the last version, you click on somebody and then you pick which version of them you want.
Skill tweeze.
Yeah, skill tweeze. You would pick a boon down here that would also sometimes have a negative effect. But that has been changed for skill tweeze. Hooray for skill tweeze. Let's see what we got. Tutelage, you receive more level up offers for your blessings. Okay. Marksman, your strikes deal more damage. That sounds good. You have a chance to dodge hits. So let's just do killing and dodging. How about that? There we go. And it costs 500 gold to reset, but we're good. Nobody else has any skills. And so we'll keep on with our boy Lorian. Let's keep up with him. Let's see if we got any new inventory to put on him. We don't. That's not better than what I have. I'm going to sell all this junk. Blues are lame, and we'll put the book in the library. This is number 5 of the Baron's Journal. Baron's Journal 4. Baron's Journal 5. There we go. 5 of 5. I only need number 2. I don't know what happens if you get them all. I have no idea. Alright, let's go sell junk to the gremlin. Get out of here, junk. See if he's got anything good for sale. He doesn't. It's a purple ring, but I already have a red ring.
You complete your Pokédex.
Maybe that would do it. Alright, I'm ready to go. Alright, let's give it another go. Gonna get it this time.
May your quest be blessed.
You're not a good one to start with. I'm not taking your attack. God, it's purple though. Oh, it's purple. But protection is purple. Radiance and aura emanates. Damages enemies around you. Damages attacks. Okay. Yeah, we're doing that. So I just have a kill field. Okay. I can handle that. That's alright with me. We just got the kill field. I don't even need the bow anymore.
Death is just...
There we go. You give me an attack. Deadly attack. I would like it to be blue, thank you. Make it blue. Do I waste my other roll? Yes, I did. Make it blue. Make it blue. Alright, we're taking the deadly attack. Okay. Projectile count +1, attack damage +25, range goes down, but velocity goes up. Oh, yeah, velocity. Alright. Never thought about velocity before, but okay.
Summer? Yes?
Frost wolves. I've never seen a frost wolf before. Frost wolves fight alongside you, chilling enemies when they hit. Okay, let's do frost wolves. Hell yeah. Get out of here, boys. Doggies. One, two, three, four, 5 of them on the screen. All right. They just mauled that boss. He didn't stand a chance. He had 5 wolves on him. Ooh, what do we got? Dash trains enemies at healing you. Okay. Sickles. Every few attacks shoots out sickles. They deal damage equal to the percentage of your attack damage and apply your attack triggers. That's pretty nice. These are both good. I want both of them. We're taking the sickles. Oh, I shouldn't have stood there. I got excited about him being in the death zone. And then I took a hit. Stupid.
I see you carry the blessings of Mort.
Frost wolves from white to blue? Yes, please. 6 wolves now. Level up the frost wolves again, maybe later, but what do we got? We got ice shards and shivers. Your attacks have a chance to throw ice shards that deal damage and apply chill, and your shivers, your status effects last longer. Let's do ice shards, I've never seen that one before. Ah, it's such low range, right? Or is it from the arrows? Yeah, it comes out of the, once the enemy's hit, flies out of them, sort of like the shurikens did. Or is it flinging out of my hands? I'm not sure. It's happening so fast. Hi. What do we got? Fortune. Pickups drop more often. You are luckier. Your attacks have a chance to deal critical damage 3% of the time. Let's take 9% luck. How about that? Ooh, slime time. Hoping that this death aura that I've got kills all the slimes. Well, not fast enough. Wow, that's a lot of slimes. Slimes, no. Luckier. I don't know if that's going to do me any good. Or let's get some rerolls. I don't think I'm hitting quite as hard as I was last time. Bone boss, come on, bone boss. What was that? Okay. Radiance goes up. Yeah, well, it's the good one. Let's do it. Ghosts. Ghost o'clock. There are the ghosts. Coming for me. Get them, wolf boys. Radiance up again, or retribution or piety. Restores more life from all sources. I'm not doing a life steal build or anything like that. I probably should have done the reroll. Forgot I had them now. We're doing it this time. We're gonna alter. Give me somebody else. Sickles up, or deadly attack up. Sudden death. Cast a spell that kills enemy minions. Enemies killed 20. Cooldown 33 seconds. I've never seen that, but let's do sudden death. Gonna murder all the skeletons, I guess. Do I have to press a button, or is it just gonna happen? Get him, wolves. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Get him. Go on, boys. Good boys. Go get him. No, no, no. Not the skeletons. The necromancer. Go get him. Good dogs. Oh, that was the sudden death. Oh, he's down here. Haha. Big heart. Oh, the purple thing was probably a level up point. That's what that was. I didn't know what it was last run. The big purple nexus looking spinny thing. I bet that's a point for the skill tree. I mean, I like the radiance, but damage per second. I mean, we're doing a radiance build. That's what we're doing. There's a thing. What does this one do? Music. Magpie song, gain 1200 pull. Enemy barriers are reduced by 28, or gain 1.2 experience per second. That's pretty nice. Let's do that. Frostwolves level up, ice shards, or shatter. Chill to enemies below a certain life threshold to instantly shatter and die. 9%, that's not bad. Make my wolves stronger, 7 wolves instead of 6. And their damage goes way up. Let's do that. Wolves. Ouch. Why are you hitting me? What's the green thing on the ground? Oh, nice. Frost ring. Yeah, let's take a new thing. Frost ring. There we go. Frost ring turns from blue to purple. Let's do that. Even bigger. Maybe I can freeze them and stand in the death aura. Dodge sooner. Hey, everybody died suddenly. Signals of Mort goes to level 2. Deadly attack returns from white to blue. I definitely need that. Here we go. Ooh, well, hello. Scary guy. Shrine to the Oni demon. The demon is laughing at you, mocking you. Laugh back and gain -12 adapt offers, -4 expert offers, and +3% red offers. Okay. Rude gesture gains 16% damage against enemies above 50% life. Now that, I will make a rude gesture at him. Thank you. Deadly attacks turn from blue to purple. Very nice. Doing it. Oh, blue slime time. Yeah, I got frozen, which is nice. I like that the frozen ones like block the path of the non-frozen ones. That's interesting. Never had such a strong ice build that I've ever seen that happen before. Radiance goes up again. Light rays, what is that? On cooldown, light rays spawn on the battlefield to continuously damage enemies for a limited duration. Alright, well let's just have some power of God raining down on them. There we go, look at those things. What's the thing in Halo that was the laser beam, that the Hammer of Justice or Hammer of Dawn or some shit like that? Am I thinking of Gears of War? I don't remember. One of them had an orbital laser. Frost Wolves turn purple. Frost Ring turns purple. Frost Wolves goes up to 8 and they do more damage. More Frost Wolves. Dive. Is that a good dash? I don't have a dash skill yet. Frost Zones. Oh, I do like that one, and it's blue. Frost Zone is good. Dash is good. Let's do the dash. I don't have a dash skill yet. Deadly attack goes up. Oh, quite a bit of damage too. Sudden death goes from white to blue. And Black Serpents. Cast Black Serpent. That damage enemies, resolve cursed, and reapply it. Alright, let's do some Black Serpents. We got... Oh, look at them. Kinda like that one. That was spooky looking. Wait, that didn't get rid of my dogs, did it? No, they're still out there. Okay, okay, okay. I just didn't see any dogs, and I was like, oh no, did I overwrite the dogs? Ice shards, ice bound, immobilized enemies take 60% more damage, or shivers, your status effects last longer. We'll take ice shards. Well, a passive. Chilled enemies take more damage. Okay. You have an awful lot of chill going on. I am indeed very chill. Pretty sure the ice wolves are casted chill too. Hearts there, nice. Except ice to keep taking damage. Let's dodge better. Got another skill point. Think we're gonna make it, maybe. Get him, dogs. Dog boys. Got him. Sudden death goes from white to blue. Soul Stealer. Your attacks have a chance to spawn phantoms. Any enemies that pass through become cursed and lose a percentage of their current life, or Black Serpents level 2. Let's do Soul Stealers. Yeah. Soul Stealers. Ready to go. I don't see them. Where are they? No, they're probably there. I don't see them though. Oh, I think I can see them. I'm not sure. Mayhem is a passive. Whenever an elite or boss enemy dies under the effects of curse, gain permanent damage. Good God. Sudden death happens more often. And influence. Your summons deal more damage. I have to take that one because I have how many summons now? Just one? I swear the wolves. Yeah. Okay. But only the wolves. Where are the snakes? Oh, the snakes are a cast, not a summon. That sounds dumb. Alright, so your boss dies while under the effect of curse. That sounds really, really nice. I don't know how often it's gonna happen though. We're doing it. Mayhem. Wonder if it'll tell me on this list how often that's happened. I don't know.
What do you think of the place? It has potential.
Deadly attacks goes to 2, sickles goes up, or sudden death goes up. Let's do sickles.
I just think that the name
Your attacks comes from resolved.
cool.
Sudden death is a good name. I agree.
That's what they say in Super Smash Brothers when, like, either you die and it goes sudden death. They also have that in Bomberman.
Oh, they have sudden death.
Yeah, and like just blocks drop on you really fast. Drop on the stage. In some of the Bomberman games, I don't think they have. There's a lot
Sickles, serpents. Execution. When you kill an enemy, there's a chance that it spawns a weak experience shard. Cursed enemies have a higher chance of dropping experience shards. I don't really need the experience shards at this moment, so you have enough of them. Let's do serpents up.
They tried to make those things sound cool, but I think it'd be really funny if they tried to make them sound stupid.
They should make them sound stupider?
Yeah. It'd be funny. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the way they were doing it before, but like, it'd be really funny if they were stupid.
Okay.
You know what would be a interesting idea for a twist on a Survivor's like? What if we could control the bullets, but you couldn't control your character?
Ooh, influencer summons deal way more damage. Alright.
That does sound good.
And it's red, you gotta take the red ones. You control the bullets, but not your character? That's weird. How would you even do that?
Go in random directions, I guess. I also had an idea for like a game where your controls would randomize every few seconds. It was just gonna be a normal platform but your controls randomized, and they're always just like a bunch of buttons that are not next to each other at all.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna do it.
Oh, okay, great.
It's meant to be like rage bait.
Ah.
Like you know that one Cavs game.
No.
You know, getting over with Bennett's body.
No.
Do you know anything?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Good talk. Yeah, those archers are doing a hell of a job. They're shooting those blue fireballs at me, and they are working. Frost ring, shatter, or thaw. You gain attack damage for each immobilized enemy. Now that sounds pretty good. One dash. Oh, we're at 19 minutes. We're almost to the final boss. Almost there. If I'm lucky, I'll make it. Don't know if I can kill him, though. Soul Stealers goes from blue to purple. Execution, a blue execution. Doing Soul Stealers. And Dracula. Oh. I don't think I have a chance against Dracula. Is that a red skeleton? What the hell was that? You'd think the shining light from the sky would be way better on Dracula, but it's not somehow. I don't know, maybe I got it. Nope. That was a big hit. Well, we're not doing bad. The wolf boys are working. Got him to about half his life. Good dodged that properly, I'd be a lot better off. I might have it, I might have it, I might have it. That one chases me down. Alright. Well, Deadly Attack did the most DPS this time. Sickles did second, so that's really good. Sickles did a really good job. Black Serpents did quite a bit. Frost Wolves didn't do as much as I thought they would, but they're still up there, top 5. Radiance, yeah, that's fine. Soul Stealers is pretty good. Light Rays were white, purple. Okay. We're going to continue. We'll head, see that. I should have, what, 2 or 3 more points for my skill tree? Yeah, 2 more points. I have to have 5 before I get this. So we're going to do more damage and more dodging, because why not? And that's all of that. And then each of these characters has their own skill tree. Probably going to need to work on Maris's next, because she's probably the best I have. And that increases our item rarity. And there's a lot more of these than there used to be. Alright. Okay. Still don't know how to get to level 2. But maybe I'll figure it out sometime. Lauren's got a few of these knocked out already. What do these do if they don't unlock the character things anymore? I wonder. I'll just have to keep playing to figure it out. Oh, right. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock. That's usually when I knock off for the night. So I'm going to click on that button, and then I'm going to say goodnight for tonight. I appreciate you, everybody who's here. Thanks for coming to Mouse City, and thanks for keeping chat going. I appreciate everybody who's here. Thank you very much. If you are paying attention, if you like what's going on, feel free to hop into the Discord and tell us what...
Discord. HTTPS Discord GG Beignet Tridix 8.
Tell me what stories to talk about. Tell me what to look at and what things to pay attention to, so that you can tell us what is going on and how you're feeling about the things. And then you can go to the YouTube.
HTTPS www.youtubecom at waldovideos.
That's where I put all the cut, trimmed down versions of this stream. So what I do is I stream it all, then I chop it into little bits and put it on YouTube as individual little segments and stuff like that. So if you want to just find out about a single thing, or if you missed the streams and stuff like that, you can go there, find out what's going on, and it'll be more edited, and I'll take out some of the uhs and the ums and the blank space, so you can figure out what's going on and go there and watch the shorts and become a subscriber and all that fun stuff. And that is it for me tonight. I appreciate everybody who was